What's up everybody, my name's Reese from the Wales Blog Network, and today I'm going to show you how to find the names of the organisations that have visited your website or blog for free. Now, what on earth am I talking about? Well, when you think of tracking your website visitors, you probably think of Google Analytics, you probably think of the number of visitors that your website or blog has had, the number of pages they've viewed, where they've come from, and the content that they've read. But you probably don't think about actually who are these people, where are they actually from? Well, what I'm going to show you over here, I'm going to show you how to find the names of the organisations that have visited your website. Now, in particular, this is quite valuable, especially if you're looking to kind of monetize your blog so that you know you're hitting the right audience. So what I'm going to show you isn't any guesstimates. These are the actual organisations that have visited your site. Now, believe it or not, but you don't need any fancy software. You don't need to pay a premium for any fancy analytics, despite what the salespeople probably phone you about and offer. All you need is Google Analytics. Absolutely free, and the chances are, if you've already got Google Analytics installed, then the data is already there. You just need to know where to find it. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you right now. The easiest way to find Google Analytics is to head over to Google and then search for Google Analytics, as you'd expect. And I click on the tab at the top. Just need to find the Google Analytics profile that I'm going to show you today. Okay, that's a different one. Let me just bring it up. Here we go, for the Wales Blog Network. And we had an absolutely fantastic month in January in terms of stats. Let me just go over to the overview. Here we go. So, what I'm going to show you, if you head over to where it says audience on the left hand side, now that will expand. If you scroll down to technology here, you click there. Now what we're looking for is network. So if we click on network, it's going to bring up the data which I'm going to show you now. But what I will say is, although I've selected last month, January, if your website or blog doesn't have many visitors, then what you may want to do, you may want to have a look an extended period of time. So perhaps over a few months, 6 months or a year. Now the great thing about this is that the data I'm going to show you now is available as far back from when you first installed Google Analytics. So all of this data should exist. Now if I just scroll down here, now I'm going to expand this to 250. Great. Now the majority of the data that you're going to see here is probably going to be pretty useless. Now what this does is it shows you the network names, the networks that have accessed your website. Now, when you think of kind of home and personal users, you're going to probably see, you can see BT, Sky, Virgin Media. Now, that doesn't mean that somebody from Sky, the company, has visited your blog. Instead, the chances are it probably means somebody that's got Sky broadband at home is probably surfed the internet, come across your website or blog, and that's why it's showing up as Sky. Now, there's some more fairly, so if we kind of remove those internet service providers, so again, look, we've got Tiscali here, we've got Virgin Media, we've got Orange, Sky, O2, BT, and you'll be surprised at actually how many network internet service providers there are out there. So we've got Carphone Warehouse. Let's have a look. Now look, here we go. We've got here Welsh Government. So Welsh Government in January has visited the site 12 times. Now, although we actually don't know who in Welsh Government has visited the site, what we do know is that this person would have had to be logged onto a Welsh Government laptop or desktop inside of their network. So it's safe to say that somebody from Welsh Government has visited this site. Sometimes you get locations as well. Okay, here we go. The Cardiff and Vale College is visited. Who else have we got? So you get loads of like these sort of things as well. Probably not going to be relevant. Scan safe services, VPN, consumer network. We've got Admiral Insurance, and again, look where it says Microsoft. Probably doesn't mean that somebody from Microsoft has gone and visited this site. Just how it's connected via the network. See, Swansea University. Now, universities are a great example of why this data isn't very good, because I can't tell you now if this is a member of staff, maybe academic staff, that has visited the site, or if it's a student. So student network, it could have been a student, and I know quite a few bloggers actually are students that we've got signed up here as well. Okay, we've got Cardiff Metropolitan University. Okay, HMRC. Not sure why they have visited. Maybe somebody visited it in their lunch hour. We've got the Celtic Manor Resort. Who else have we got on here? We got Bridgend Council. See what I mean is, if you can read this at home, you may not be able to read this. But again, you see lots of different internet service providers. AT&T. We've got, who else have we got on here? EE. Okay. I think these guys are an agency based in Bristol. I've got a law firm over here. University of South Wales as well, fantastic. Admiral again. American University. Anglesey County Council. So pretty much all over the place. Now, obviously, for kind of data protection reasons, I'm not going to show you now what pages these organisations have gone on to visit, but the principle of the rest of kind of Google Analytics applies. So if I scroll back up to the top here, what you can see over here, right, we can add a secondary dimension. Now, this allows you to kind of use this data to go forward or backwards a step. So I could see where I could see, and try and come up with a good example. So where we talked about Welsh Government, we would be able to find out where they came from, so how they came about to visiting the site. So did they do it via email, social media, a Google search perhaps? What we can then do, we can then actually find out what pages Welsh Government went on to view on their website as well. So this is all pretty cool, but obviously for data protection reasons, I'm not going to actually show you kind of that data. So there we have it. Now you know how to reveal and find out the names of the organisations that visited your website or blog. Now, if you found today's video useful, then please like, share, comment below, give us a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.